Welcome back to Great Day. Okay, Antoine, my hands are sweating because just looking at a new car, I love new cars. Over the years, have not always loved the process, but Antoine Burks, the general manager of Mac Haik Chevrolet, says, don't worry, because when you come to them, there is transparency, honest pricing, and no hidden fees or dealer add-ons. All right.
There are not.
Yeah, there are not. All right, let's go through, first of all, Mac Haik story.
Yes.
Oftentimes when we see a name on a business, we don't realize that that's a real person.
Absolutely. Max, he played for the Houston Oilers, and he actually caught the first touchdown. And so his legacy is well known in the community. Every time I go somewhere, they see the shirt. Oh, you know Mac. Mac did this. So, man, he's really a great story for our community.
Yeah. All right. Antoine, you're a great story as well as how you found your career. But let me back up to, what was your first car?
My first car was a Chevy Camaro.
Oh, you were fancy.
It wasn't a fancy car, though. It had its issues, but yeah, that was my very first car. A Z28 IROC T-tops. It was a great car.
Yeah. All right. So you headed off to college. What did you think you were going to do?
I was going to be an electrical engineer.
Okay. All right. But you were selling cars temporarily to qualify for in-state tuition after you came to Texas.
Yes.
And then you fell in love with it.
Yes. I was in sales pretty much my entire adult career. And I really did find my way in the car business and helping people and being a salesman and being a top salesman.
But how you bought your first car was not a great experience, or one of the cars you bought was not a great experience, which dictates how you want people to see the experience at Mac Haik.
Yes, definitely. I mean, one of the major things about our industry is like we have a bad reputation. So I want to be an atypical dealership where you can come in and experience the difference and people can see, and especially in our environment, we have salespeople who's been at our store for a long time. We have a very friendly family atmosphere. So when you come in, you'll tell the difference because everyone's happy. They're happy to be there.
Yeah. No hidden fees.
No hidden fees, okay? So that's one of the things that I really want the public to understand is some dealerships you go to, they'll display a great price, but then when you get there, they have all these ads that
did you want
didn't ask
tires?
for.
Did you want windows?
Exactly. Window tint, bed liners, and a mop and glow package. We don't do any of that. The price you see is the price you get from us. And
the other thing that's great with you all is inventory. You're not selling us what you have, you're selling us what we want.
Yes, absolutely. Like, we don't force anything on you. We want to make sure that you have an experience that's suitable to you and you buy what you're happy with. Because I tell everybody when I get involved, buy what you want, buy what you like, because you got to live with it for how many every year.
Yeah.
So, yes, for sure.
Right. When I was a kid, the family vehicle, if you had to pile everybody in, was the Woody Edition station wagon.
The station wagon.
Thank goodness SUVs came along.
Yes,
and this is a great one right here. Tell us what we got here.
So we have the Tahoe High Country. This is actually one of my favorite demos to have because it's super luxurious and I love the way it looks and the styling. The interior is really good because it all blends well together with a little bit of wood accents inside. Now, one of the best things about this is it has the largest second and third row seating.
Nice.
In the industry. And this is the #1 full-size selling SUV, and we are the #1 Tahoe and Suburban dealership in America.
And the thing you said, luxury, because that's something else that happened over the years. It was thought these are like, pile the kids in, whole bit, doesn't mean you don't need to have luxury.
Yes.
The other area where at first we didn't think luxury mattered as much was a truck, because it was a working vehicle, right? But no, look at this one
so
right here.
So you can customize your trucks and you can have them lifted. This one is our Rocky Ridge. This is one of the special edition upfitted vehicles that we sell. It's really fun to drive because you can see over traffic. Some of the customers be like, oh, I feel like I could just drive over people.
Oh, no. You can drive over anything you got to get over. Especially when we have those floods and stuff. We always say turn around, don't drown, don't go through the water. But if you got caught in the water with this one right here, you can probably get through a lot more
You definitely will get through it.
And again, the luxury piece, even though it's a hefty working vehicle.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
All right.
One where you will not drive into flood waters.
No, you won't.
But you're going to look cute driving wherever you go is right over here. Tell me about this one.
So this is the fan favorite. This is the Z06 670 horsepower monster. Screams, look at me. And it's so exhilarating when you're driving, and they engineered it great because you sit in the cockpit and You hear the engine roar, you hear the exhaust.
Well, don't tell me about it. Let's do it. How do you, first of all, how do you open the door? I don't know how to open the door.
There you
go.
go.
Just like that. Okay.
You
all right.
open the door.
Get in. You get in. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I know y'all can hear me, but you can't see me. That's
all right,
okay.
so let's go ahead and rev this thing up.
All right. Well, let's rev it up.
So,
and I also want to, oh, wow.
Oh, there it goes right here. It's a monster.
And Antoine, one thing I want to say is thank you very much for, oh yeah, listen to that. But thank you very much for being the engine, part of the engine behind our Turn the Page on a Literacy campaign.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a look right over here.
Okay.
And thank you. Tell us what this check is.
So this check is to fill the gaps for the book Between Kids. We're super happy, and as soon as I saw this was available as a campaign, I wanted to be a part of it. I always remember the Scholastic book fair at school and being so excited, man, to find me a book, because I love being imaginative and just going to a whole new world, and I'm so glad that we help people have that opportunity to do that.
And we want to thank you for being part of our campaign to turn the page on illiteracy. I don't think I'm ever getting back out of this car. You're stuck, but I'm going to trade seats with you at one point.
Yes, you can have it.
All right. If you're looking for a great deal on your next vehicle, visit Antoine and his team at Mac Haik Chevrolet, located at 11711 Katy Freeway, or give them a call at 281-497-6600.
Yes.
Again, that's 281-497-6600. You can also visit them online at MacHaikChevy.com. Up next,